Two premium 14-inch laptops, almost the same price, but built for very different people. The Samsung Galaxy Book 5 Pro and the MacBook Pro 14 with Apple's new M5 chip look similar on paper. But in real life, they feel completely different. So the real question is, which one actually makes sense for you? And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one fits your needs. These are not budget laptops. They're designed for people who want premium build quality, excellent displays, and long-term performance. But Samsung is clearly aiming for portability and flexibility, while Apple is focused on raw performance and display quality. Let's break it down step by step. And when you're spending this much, price and value matter more than ever. The prices are extremely close. The Galaxy Book 5 Pro comes in at $1,649, while the MacBook Pro 14 with the M5 starts at $1,599. So price alone won't make the decision for you here. Value will. This is where Samsung immediately stands out. The Galaxy Book 5 Pro weighs just about 1.23 kilograms. That's very light for a 14-inch premium laptop. The MacBook Pro, on the other hand, is heavier at around 1.55 kilograms. Both are made from aluminum and feel solid, but Samsung clearly wins if portability is your top priority. If you travel a lot or carry your laptop all day, you'll feel that difference. Design and portability affect how a laptop feels, but the display is what you actually look at all day. Now let's talk about displays, because both of these are excellent, but in very different ways. Samsung uses a 14-inch OLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate. Colors are vibrant, contrast is perfect, and response time is extremely fast. Apple, however, uses a mini LED display with a higher resolution and much higher brightness. It can reach up to 1000 nits, supports Dolby Vision, and looks incredible for HDR content. So here's the simple takeaway. Samsung's display feels more punchy and modern, but Apple's display is more accurate, brighter, and better for professional work. A great display is important, but performance is what really defines how powerful a laptop feels. This is where the biggest difference between these two laptops shows up. Apple's M5 chip is simply on another level. In both single-core and multi-core benchmarks, it clearly outperforms Intel's Core Ultra processors used in the Galaxy Book. And the same goes for graphics. Apple's integrated GPU delivers noticeably higher performance than Intel Arc graphics. For tasks like video editing, coding, heavy multitasking, or long creative sessions, the MacBook Pro is much more consistent. Samsung is fine for everyday work, but it's not built for sustained heavy loads. Now let's quickly talk about memory and storage, because this part is very straightforward. The Samsung Galaxy Book 5 Pro comes with 32 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte of SSD storage in this configuration. The MacBook Pro 14 with the M5 has 16 gigabytes of memory and 512 gigabytes of storage. So on paper, Samsung clearly gives you more, double the RAM and double the storage. But there's one important thing to keep in mind. Neither of these laptops is upgradable. What you buy on day one is what you're stuck with. If capacity matters most to you, Samsung has the advantage here. And once you lock in those specs, how the laptop handles heat becomes even more important. Cooling is another area where Apple shows its experience. The MacBook Pro stays stable under load, even if the fans get a bit louder. This version of the MacBook Pro uses a single fan. Samsung takes a different approach. The Galaxy Book 5 Pro uses a dual-fan cooling system, which helps keep noise levels lower during lighter workloads. However, under sustained heavy tasks, the MacBook still holds performance better. Performance aside, daily usability matters just as much. Speakers. Apple easily wins here. The MacBook Pro has a 6-speaker system with excellent loudness and clarity. Samsung speakers are decent, but they're not in the same league. Webcam. Both laptops offer 1080p webcams. They're perfectly fine for video calls, with no clear winner here. Keyboard and touchpad. Typing feels good on both. Samsung's keyboard is comfortable, and its glass touchpad supports Windows precision gestures. Apple's keyboard is solid, but the touchpad is still the best in the industry. When it comes to ports, these two laptops are actually very similar. Both rely mostly on USB-C for connectivity. The Galaxy Book 5 Pro includes one USB-A port and two USB-C ports, which gives you a bit more flexibility with older accessories. The MacBook Pro does not have USB-A, but it offers three USB-C ports instead. So the difference really comes down to what you use more, adapters or modern USB-C devices. Battery performance is another clear difference between these two laptops. Charging speeds are actually very similar on both sides, so there's no real advantage there. Where Apple clearly pulls ahead is battery life. The MacBook Pro lasts noticeably longer on a single charge, especially during mixed and sustained workloads. Samsung's battery life is good, but if all-day endurance matters to you, Apple has the edge. Staying connected all day also depends on wireless performance. The Galaxy Book 5 Pro supports Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4, which makes it more future-proof. The MacBook Pro uses Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3, which are still very fast and reliable. Both laptops also support fingerprint authentication, so security and convenience are covered on both sides. So here's the final verdict. There's no wrong choice here, just different priorities. Choose the Samsung Galaxy Book 5 Pro if you want a lighter laptop, a beautiful OLED touchscreen, and better portability. Choose the MacBook Pro 14 with M5 if you care about performance, display quality, speakers, and long-term stability. Both are premium machines, but they're built for very different users. Which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more real-world laptop comparisons.